Sweeping around. Bulls hold out on their line. Second versus third in the pool here, Pool A in the men's 20s. Beautiful ball.
Expect both these teams to be very well structured. There's lots of experience in both coaching boxes. Excited to see what the next generation have.
Coming into the last touch now and getting in between and behind the defence, and a ball out to the corner and taken nicely as well for the Bulls to get their first try. Gelmo Somerville there.
Julio Somerville.
Won last year in 2024, the runner-up the year before. And now looking again to get more points. It's opened up into a bit of a shootout early on. Lagos there. And Rawali again is taking it. This time I think they'll fancy their chances a little bit more. Great speed shown here and running away for the Mets. Well, they turn defense into attack. Prince Guyan. Now Hines looking to set. Much doing in the first few touches here for CQ. Nice little short ball. Good touch. Rawali, he's been everywhere in defense, hasn't he? Now, there's a bit of finger pointing going on. Now, I think it's actually had a bit of a chat there and confirmed that there was no contact made. A bit of play in the middle at the moment. This time, Catalano rips and rips beautifully. We thought they might have scored a couple of moments ago. They won't be able to take that one away from them. In Somerville, who has scored already for CQ. Last touch now, they played on the 7-metre line. They come back to Somerville again. Couldn't get him on the previous play. They went back to the well and come back to their try-scoring man. He gets a double. There's about 3 or 4 the Mets were able to pick off there in the first half. That's a pretty nice way to start here for the Bulls. There's Jack Dean. Now plays it on the 7. Crowley feeds it back. They've got some numbers in space and they get it down. Jack Dean hits back here for the Mets. They get back in front.
In the 7 and the try line and towards our 2 sub boxes. So you can start to see that visually through the cameras now. And it makes it especially harder to defend. Oh, wow.
Pretty special try, that one. From the Sydney Mets. Catalano again, as expected, just got his fingerprints all over this. Gleason comes back here for CQ. After starting, oh wow, slicing through again, not much doing in the Bulls. They've got numbers everywhere to score, and they come out to Somerville, who gets his 3rd. Well, just felt like not much doing. Pick up from half, and again that acceleration going through. Now Jack plays down on the deck. They got to capitalise here, the Mets, and they will. An easy take and put down in the corner. Now they show it away from Lagos, and on the outside, it was only a matter of time. Prince Guyan goes over.
Yeah, that result could have big ramifications on the quarterfinals in the women's division. The Rebels currently in P1. Hornets drew with Sydney Rebels on day 1. So the loser of that game could drop to 3rd when it could be 1st.
And the Mets are finishing this off in absolute style. As Liam Bissett goes over. It's just been it's impressive last 5 or so minutes for the Mets, hasn't it? And as the hooter sounds in the background. And I think the coaching staff will be pretty happy with that. They were challenged by the Bulls. It was tight going into the halftime break, but they just continued to work with what they had there in the second half and just ran away from them in the end.
Yeah, 9-5 probably reflects how the game was. CQ were good, but not quite as good and powerful as the Mets were.